It's hard not to find the life of the rich and famous covet-worthy. They can buy anything money can buy, including expensive rides and state-of-the-art equipment. But even though they are ruthless with their finances, a lot of people can't let go of the money they spend on their homes without blinking. Sometimes it feels as if I'm looking at a gigantic structure, not even sure if it's for living or something else. Here are 10 of the most luxurious houses in the world. Number 10. Palazzo De Amore. Beverly Hills is an expensive neighborhood to be in. Well, that is true. Nothing comes close to the extravagance of the Palazzo De Amore, which is one of the most luxurious houses on the block. These $129 million home, if that's what you call it, it's like a dream come true. It's a rather majestic and commanding entryway. A long pool with fountains at the side, highlighting the main building, and a terrace that lets you take a panoramic glance of the area. What's even more impressive is the Mediterranean-style villa with a great view of Beverly Hills, a sophisticated artificial waterfall amidst the hillside, as well as the floating glass floor walkways that make the mansion look dreamier. You must be wondering how over the top is this place. Well, try imagining a 35,000 square foot estate with 12 bedrooms, 23 bathrooms, a 50-seat movie theater, vineyard, wine cellar, and sculpted canyon terraces. Those are just a few facts that could make you want to live in this elegant place. If you have $129 million on you, that is. Number 9. Fleur de Lys Mansion. If you were as rich and famous as the diva Mariah Carey, what could you get with all that dope? A $125 million mansion that can make all of us feel poorer. That's what's known as the Fleur de Lys. This 5-acre mansion was fashioned by a Texan billionaire and hosts a site like no other. Now under its new owner, it aims to match, if not outshine, the illustrious Palace of Versailles, the former home of Marie Antoinette's sporting rolling lawns, a multitude of mature towering trees, a 3,000 square foot manager's home and staff quarters for 10 people. It may be able to do just that, and it gets a lot better. The mansion has an extremely lavish garden, a championship-sized tennis court, and an opulent spirant pool with a pavilion tab boot. The next time you see her post a photo of herself on Instagram swimming in a pool, you're going to know it's this one. Number 8. Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0. When it comes to expensive properties, you could never count Microsoft Corporation's co-founder and still the richest man in the world, Bill Gates, out. Considering his multi-billion-dollar net worth, this Medina, Washington home is frugal for him, but definitely still beyond most of our wildest dreams. His $124 million abode is based on Citizen Kane's fictional house. But with him being a prominent name in cutting-edge technology, you can expect great things from his home. Its natural environment acts as a temperature regulator, has climate control installed in every nook and cranny, contains Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Leicester, and even has its own version of the Batcave. If you don't think that's impressive, then wait until you realize that you can actually tour the mansion for a hefty $35,000. Don't worry, the proceeds go to their charitable fund, and come to think of it, he doesn't need it to make the place even more extravagant than it already is. Number 7. Manalapan Mansion. If you have an extreme aversion to cramped spaces, this Manalapan Mansion will change that to a fear of wide-open spaces. Given the moniker of Gemmy, this huge property is so big that it stretches nearly 63,000 square feet. Let's talk about numbers. This gigantic fortress cost $195 million. As far as amenities go, you'll be pleased to know that it has a total of 47 bathrooms. Moreover, it boasts a 12-bedroom main residence, a 7-bedroom guest house, and different ocean cottages. Just to name a few. Let that sink in. Those are just the simplest facts about this huge mansion. You won't have to visit a vast botanical garden because it has one with over 1,500 species of tropical trees and plants. For sports-minded people, this is practically heaven because it hosts a PGA standard golf practice area, a regulation tennis court, and a half basketball court. Among other things, is this still a home? Number 6. Spelling Manor. California is known to be a laid-back area that shouts relaxation and luxury. With that, it can't get any more lavish than the Spelling Manor, and it has been the subject of fancy for a long time, given the real mystery behind how many rooms there really are. The thing is, it isn't about the quantity, rather the quality of the rooms that are found in this $200 million mansion. To be exact, it has a total of a whopping 123 rooms. Some of them are a humidity-controlled silver storage room, a flower cutting room, multiple gift wrapping rooms, a barber, a room hosting an expansive dollar collection, and a basement bowling alley with a separate shoe closet. Now that's simply excessive. Of course, there are more. It has a beautiful fashioned double staircase and entryway with 30-foot-tall ceilings, a personal gym space, and of course, a nightclub where you can dance the night away. You can even invite hordes of guests, as it can accommodate around 100 cars. With a house like this, why would you leave? Number 5. Ira Rennert's Fairfield Estate. Ira Leon Rennert is known as an incredibly successful investor and businessman, which he may owe mainly to having one of the largest industrial empires in the United States. You know what else he has? A ridiculously enormous and opulent residence in Sagaponack, New York. That's what, known as the Fairfield Estate. These 200 million properties hold nothing back when it comes to size. Just look at the bird's eye view of the land and you'll realize just how massive it is. It's like it has its own private road, multiple buildings and facilities, and excessive access to the nearby beachfront, not to mention an outrageously expansive lawn. What he needs all that space for? We might never know. Going to the specific statistics of this estate, the living space ranges from around 43,000 to 100,000 square feet and around 21 to 29 bedrooms, and an estimated number of bathrooms from 18 to 49. It even has an on-site power plant, so it never goes out of electricity. While it all sounds excessive, that all pales in comparison to the 500 million art collection hosted within. How rich can one person get? Number 4. Bel Air Spec Manor. Not all luxurious houses have an extremely wide area to command a hefty price tag. Most of the time, it just requires features and amenities that will stop you in your tracks. And this Bel Air Spec Manor is the perfect example of such extravagance. Luxury real estate developer Bruce McCoskey listed this property for a whopping $250 million, which is a steep price. Even if you add the fact that it sits on Los Angeles' high-class Bel Air community with an approximate size of 38,000 square feet and hosting 12 bedrooms and 21 bathrooms in total, it might seem like kind of a letdown compared to the others on this list. So what is the justification behind the asking price? It has something to do with what's inside. It's the perfect haven for entertainment and amazement, as glass walls blur the lines of indoor and outdoor elegance. The amenities include a James Bond-themed home theater, 2 fully stocked wine cellars, ludicrous fitness center and wellness spark, gorgeously engineered infinity pools, and a helipad to top it all off. It even has a collection of vintage cars and automobiles that's worth over $30 million. Eat your heart out, Tony Stark. Number 3. Tour Odeon's Sky Penthouse. Man's greatest fantasy has been to soar above the skies and look down on the wondrous natural scenery. While we can't stay suspended in the air for a long time, we can build towering structures, and this luxurious penthouse on a high-rise building carries an equally high price with it, known as the Tour Odeon's Sky Penthouse. This 5-story luxury abode commands an excessive tag of $387 million. It has almost everything a person would wish for in opulence, from the obvious privacy given by the altitude of the penthouse to the posh walls and facilities. You could even consider it a sweet escape from the hustle and bustle of the ground, as it hosts an outdoor rooftop circular infinity pool linked to the balcony by none other than a playful but elegant water sliding. While all of those sound sweet, the biggest selling point of the Sky Penthouse is the view. Tour Odeon Tower is the second tallest building in Monaco, a popular tax haven for billionaires. So imagine the sights from that height. Moreover, it gives a panoramic view of the Mediterranean Sea, making it a truly lavish accommodation. Number 2. Villa Leopolda. Some properties have a rather decorated history, and that alone can command a huge sum of money. Take the illustrious Villa Leopolda as an example, and there's a very strong case for this argument. Located on the French Riviera, this villa was built by King Leopold of Belgium in 192, and along with its many impressive features, this fact has afforded it a rather high value. The fact that Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and Italian industrialist Gianni Agnelli have resided here in the past says a lot about how luxurious it is. Combine the rich history, 29,000 square feet of interior space, hosting majestic lawns, pools, and extravagant rooms, and the best sea views in the south of France, it's definitely worth the cash. Just how expansive is this property? Back in 2008, Russian billionaire Mikhail Prokhorov deposited around €390 million in hopes of purchasing the historic villa. That makes it one of, if not the most expensive villa in the world. Not to mention you get a private beachfront with it. Before I reveal the most amazing example, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to this channel. We upload amazing fact-filled videos every day, so don't miss out on learning some amazing new information. Also, make sure to hit that bell icon to be part of the notification squad. Number 1. Mukesh Ambani's Antilia. How far would you go to make your house as comfortable as possible for your family? If you're as rich as business tycoon Mukesh Ambani, you would spare no expense in building an extravagant haven, and luxurious is a huge understatement named the Antilia. This residential skyscraper cost a blinding $1 billion to build, making it the priciest house in the world to date. It is 27 stories high, but since some of the ceilings are double height, it looks more like a 40-story structure. Because of this, it has 9 elevators to help residents go about the building. There's also no problem with parking for this house, because several floors are allocated to carry around 168 cars. Not only that, it also has 3 helipads, in case you wish to travel by air. As far as amenities go, it has everything you could hope, from blissful spas, terraced gardens, and even a built-in theater. But all those would look like nothing when you realize that certain pieces in this house are decorated by rare crystals, marbles, and the much-coveted mother of pearl. Oh yeah, and it includes a startled $600 to maintain the residence 24/7. The things money can buy. Which house caught your attention, and which one do you envy the most? Wishful thinking. But which one would you pick as your home if you had all the money in the world? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it to like. Thanks for watching.